Hi, hello everyone. We are live. How's everybody doing out there?
Hey, friends.
Hola.
Hello.
I'm back. I wasn't here, and now I'm back. I don't know. I hadn't had a chance to go to YouTube to watch last week's episode. Um, did you all make up any stories about why I didn't appear?
No.
No,
No,
we
Did you
just
say
made
why?
just made one
No.
mention of it at the beginning and just moved
never
on.
mentioned it
Yep.
again.
And that's how I would want it done. The show stops for no one. It must go on. No, this show is not any one particular person. It is the ensemble that is here. So these people here, these my friends here, they know I went into what is now one of the top 5 grossest units I have ever been to in my 8 years of property management.
It was gross.
Yeah, I sent you guys photos.
You sent us
I
photos,
did send you
yes.
some photos.
You
You sent
you
me
did.
photos. You sent us photos. I
Yeah.
brought it up on Sunday when I was talking to Beck and showed Beck the photos
Oof,
because I was like,
about
just so you can see. And he was like, oh God. Yeah, it was bad.
Bad.
I carried 20 bags of trash out of this person's 220 square foot apartment.
You filled a whole dumpster.
I filled a whole dumpster.
Was he a hoarder or
No, he wasn't.
he's
These are
just messy?
so this kid, Korean kid, from Korea here for college, going back. Plans on coming back. When he left, he's like, I hope to see you in 6 months. I'm like, all right, cool, buddy, I'll see you then. Then I saw the apartment, and
So
I'm
was
like,
he just
fuck no,
living like that?
yeah. I don't this okay, this to me sounds like an absurd statement that I'm about to say.
It's it's like normal.
No, I don't think this is
Oh,
normal.
not that? Okay.
No. I think he didn't know where the trash was and was maybe too embarrassed to ask. Because there is no other way I can conceive a human being living with over 20 bags of trash in a small studio apartment.
I
That's
don't
just
know.
you know what? Honestly, it was like 15 bags of trash, and I made 5 more bags, or maybe 12 already bagged, and I made 12 more. I don't know. There was trash all over the floor. It smelled so gross. You wanted to vomit by walking into the door.
Jeez.
I don't understand like how anyone lives like that. Their closet. Think of your standard closet, like 6 feet wide, sliding doors, 2 layers of trash bags stuffed into it. The bathroom just piled with bags.
Do you
Like,
want me to show the chat a preview?
if you want to throw it into the Discord,
Okay.
let's drive him to the Discord. So I walked in on that at 5:30, and I'm off at 6
Ugh.
after a long hour of getting nowhere with Cox Cable.
Shocking.
I anticipated getting to the unit at like 5, and what should only take me about 20 minutes. Like I got done, which is the photo, the documentation of how when you hand over your keys for your deposit purposes. Um, I knocked it out, and then I'm like, I can't leave this. Like, this is Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm going on a brief vacation. I can't walk away from this for my
Yeah.
maintenance guy to just walk into unprepared. So I spent the next hour and a half like taking trash down to the dumpster.
Mm.
And like by the time I was done, I got here I think around 7:45. I think I got home, and I'm just like, I can't. I'm too
Fair.
flustered by all this. The show had already been on for a while. I'm like, I'm not gonna just walk in late and complain about this like I am now.
If
But
you're in
only
our
like,
Discord, You could see the pictures Anthony sent us in Pod Talk.
Yeah.
Did you just have like a Silkwood shower?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just the most abrasive things I could find. Honestly, Rob, I still felt bad for my maintenance guy. Even though I took out 3/4 of the trash, I still felt bad. Um,
I'm
but
sure there was still like a smell around,
oh,
and
still super
And you
gross.
gave him the heads up, so it's like
Yeah,
there's not much more you could do at that point.
I feel the next day. So I spent the week in Scottsdale, Arizona. The next day I'm driving out and I'm calling the trash company being like, "Hey, when are you guys coming out? Like, have you been there? Is there an overage? Did I fuck up and fill up the trash cans too much and now there's going to be a charge? Like, when you going to do I have to call for another pickup?" Like I was so concerned about, like just what I was leaving behind because it took me so long and Cox Cable put me so far behind. I also left no notes for the people who are covering for me that week.
Hmm.
I felt like just so bad about leaving such a mess. That's not how I like to operate. So I was doing that in the car while we're driving through Yuma.
But
Is
at least you tried though. You tried to leave messages for
Yeah,
people, let them know what's happening. You didn't just leave
yeah,
them high and dry the whole time.
yeah. I mean, I just wish I could have done more, but realistically, I did plenty.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, check out the Discord to see the hot garbage that I dealt with last week, and just try like I would love to see y'all's theories about how someone like lives with that, and you never would have guessed. Like
I could totally believe that he was just too embarrassed to ask where the
that's
dumpster
kind of
was.
my going theory.
Yeah.
Like young kid, early 20s, couldn't have been more than 22, I don't think.
Yeah.
Going to college. He's here. He said he was going back to Korea. He's got to spend time there before he can come back on his visa. So then, you have to assume that he's not, fully versed in all like societal customs and whatnot. Like he's probably a little, uncomfortable in like the San Diego at large area and whatnot.
Yeah.
And if you add in a little social
Mhm.
anxiety, then yeah, I can see how your brain get twisted up and be like, well, no one told me where the trash is, and I'm too afraid to ask anybody, so I'm just gonna like live in this squalor. But
Does he ever leave the apartment?
I have no idea. I mean, I saw him on occasion walking through the lobby. He's going to class. Like he left. I'm kind of surprised no one ever complained about the smell.
Could you
Like
smell it from outside?
you kind of couldn't.
Hmm.
But like the kid was there for like 3 months,
That's
and
3 months.
yeah,
I don't know, man.
3 months.
yeah, he's there like 3 months. And so I think if you never took the trash out for like 3, maybe 4 months, that's what you would end up with. And
I don't know because like for 6 months I was living with roommates, and to me the worst thing I could possibly do is make a sound or let people know I existed because
yeah,
I don't know, I'm just weird like that. So like I would personally just like wait for like to no one to be home for me to just take stuff out and like get things done and I
yeah.
could just disappear again. Like, but 3 months and he did that.
3 or 4 months, and that's what he left behind. But like everything, it looked like everything he ate came out of a box or was delivered. So think of all the extra packaging.
Ugh,
A lot of the bags were like, a third air because the boxes, were taking up so much space. Like your styrofoam food, fast food packaging, all that
yeah.
stuff is all smashed in there.
It looked like there was a pumpkin, and it wasn't a pumpkin,
They're
but it
orange.
looked like
They're orange
what
rind.
it would look like if a pumpkin was smashed, or
Yeah.
if someone just got a bunch of orange peels and just thought it was confetti
Yeah,
and
I
threw it
think the
everywhere.
kid loved oranges, and just, like, would just toss the little like, out of Cuties or something like that, and just, like,
Yeah, but it's
toss them on
also
the
like,
ground.
okay, unless he was just ordering take. I don't buy the not knowing where the trash can is,
It's
I
because
don't need.
you
absurd.
could be real creative with what you do with your trash. So I don't believe that to be
Then what other
a thing.
concept could there be?
From
Laziness.
But it's like you leave, like me. Okay, you can take the trash out. Even if you didn't know where the trash can is, you could take that in your car, find a trash can, and then toss it.
Oh, this kid
I
had
don't
no
find
car.
that as an excuse.
like
It's-
from
there are no good excuses.
from
It's
the
more,
apartment.
I would
like,
make more sense if it was mental, because some people
Oh, it's
live like
definitely mental.
shit and
It's
don't
definitely
have a
socially
fucking
mental.
clue about what their stuff looks like.
Well, like from the apartment, how far away is the dumpster?
I
Is
mean,
it like behind the building or something?
Is it
or-
a shoot down the like a
no,
like
I wish it
thing?
was a shoot. No, you
Oh.
you would go 20, maybe 60 feet to the elevator, and then from the elevator, maybe 30 feet around to the trash door. It is a very short time
Yeah.
where the longest it takes is just if the elevator is occupied.
You know
It's
what?
what everyone else does.
I don't find it.
This is
Or
a
the
college.
stairs.
This is a college age dude.
Yeah.
Probably has never not lived with parents
Yeah.
until
Oh,
then.
probably not. Probably not.
So
He
he,
just
he
don't- he
might
just
just
don't
be
know how to live on his
useless. That like
Well,
I think-
needless to say, he's not getting his deposit back.
No, as no fucking
would
way.
like, how come not getting my deposit back? Send him the pictures. Like this is
Yeah.
why.
This is why, you disgusting human being.
And it's absurd because like he came in earlier in the day. He's like, "Hey, I'm dropping off my keys. What's the process?" I'm like, "Oh, I got this thing for you to fill out, and then once you're done, you drop off the keys." Like, "All right, well, I get an Uber for my plane. I gotta like be there at 5." I'm like, "It's cool. I'm here till 6. Drop off right before you leave, and then we're fine." He goes, "Well, do I need to clean up?" I'm like, as long as it's not like totally trash, don't worry about it. We're gonna pay to get it
Yeah,
cleaned
what did
anyway.
you take that as?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I want. I
what
wish I
does
could.
totally trash to him mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that
That's
bad. I think
totally
this is
trash to
okay.
me.
They'll clean it anyways.
I'm playing it back in my head. And I'm trying to like remember his face when I said that.
Yeah, was he smiling?
To like, yeah,
like a little
like,
shit. That she was like,
we'll just wait till he goes inside.
oh yeah, it's
Um,
not trashed or anything.
Yeah, it's
That's
literally trash.
wild. That's wild.
Can we make that a new sticker?
We already have one
Jordan's
that's
face.
we already have one that's close to that already.
It's a little like that. Yeah. But yeah, like he asked, "Do I need to clean?" I'm like, if it's not trash, don't worry about it because we're gonna have cleaners come in. That's automatically out of your deposit. So as long as it's not wrecked, don't worry about it. And like, he didn't say anything. I like, fuck.
It doesn't make sense to me.
No, it's bananas.
Unless, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh yeah, I hope to be back in 6 months, and I'd like to come
The
back."
fuck?
You won't be.
Nope.
Cool, buddy. I'm not even gonna get enough. I'm not even gonna get the money it's gonna cost to get everything fixed back from him. Like,
Like were things broken?
honest, I didn't even stick around long enough to really find out.
Because
The-
what's what?
The trash and clean alone eats up the $300 left of his deposit. We have a very cheap deposit in the building.
Yeah.
$500. $200 automatically gets taken out for cleaning and a new mattress pad, which leaves $300 left for damages. Absolutely gone.
Yeah.
But because this kid in particular, or like anyone who just like, well, I'm going back to my country of origin. It's like, oh, okay, well, we're never gonna get any money out of you then.
My people need me.
Whoosh.
It's just
Um,
wild because like that bathroom state looked like if
Oh,
someone
God.
told me they were in a rush trying to clean and that's why there were bags there because they were putting stuff in the bags, then it was like, did you start and then just give up, or
I
has this
hate-
been accumulating? Because
I would hate to
from
think,
the toilet there were food bags,
yeah.
to go bags, and it led past the sink to the tub. Do you shower?
Yeah,
Because you
did he
gotta
shower?
walk through that filth.
He
Like-
seemed clean.
Was he sitting there
What-
smiling at you with a Kool-Aid mustache?
What did like the sink and bathtub situation look like?
From
Did
the
you see
picture,
that?
both the sink and bathtub look spotless. Like,
No, that's what I mean. Like,
I mean, uncleaned for months, but like not gross.
Is the Kool-Aid
That's why it
mustache a
doesn't
specific
make
reference I
sense.
don't get?
wait, what?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, not a
What?
specific, a generalized reference to
Oh.
just
you ever have
The-
Kool-Aid before?
Well, obviously.
You
But
ever
like
drink something, you get some on your lips, so it kind of looks like you have a little smile and it's a Kool-Aid mustache?
stains the lips a little bit. Little snotty kids usually like.
Oh, okay. The way that he presented it, I thought like, was there some sort of pop culture reference that is completely what fangle dangle thing do the kids doing now with Kool-Aid and I missed out on?
Sorry. Did he have a
It's
milk
gonna be
mustache?
whatever he about to say gonna be mean. It's
You
like-
just said, did they have a milk mustache?
No.
Because
No mustache.
do you understand that reference? Like,
you son of a bitch.
Look, you guys, I'm going home.
Yeah, the Becky guy.
Um,
It makes
the
no
kids
sense.
seem super like normal, timid for sure.
yeah.
Well, most of them are normal. It's inside that's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's the.
I don't mean no, both. I mean, there's you know me. I used to watch Hoarders all the time. Like I'm fascinated by
Oh, yeah.
that whole
I've-
thing.
I've had hoarders though.
No, I
they
know
had-
you have.
Like the one
Yeah.
Hoarder CSI episode? Where
God,
this
it's
lady
so
was
good.
so crazy, but like her daughter was dead in the room, but she didn't know because there's so much shit all over the
Yeah.
place.
It was such a good
And then they
episode.
found a second body. Like,
Yikes!
Wait, fangle dangle? What? It's an old timey term for someone of my age.
I don't think there was a body on a. Actually, I think there was a body on Hoarders once. If not a body, it was a dead cat for sure.
Oh, they always
Just-
found dead cats.
Yeah,
That
a
you
dead
take a
animal.
shot every time you get a dead cat.
Yeah, it was awful.
every episode.
I mean, the worst one was when they found like the bones were completely white, and the woman was
Oh
like,
my
she goes,
God.
"This cat has been here so long. The other cats have cleaned it." Like it was like I was like, mm-mm, mm-mm,
Mm.
Yeah.
nope.
It's terrible.
Yeah, but at
Like-
least hoarders have stuff. This dude just had trash.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, not all. Some hoarders hoard trash. Like,
It's
there's
true.
different things on, like, you could be a hoarder. You could
I
just
have
have
every
a
one of
lot
my
of
kids'
stuff
diapers.
and be. You could just have a lot of clutter, but your room's still clean. But that room just looked filthy.
It was. It was.
Like,
And
it was
again, if
just
you want to see
filthy.
these pictures, remember to join our Discord. It's totally free. It's in Pod Talk.
Speaking of trash, let's try these drinks.
I have mine.
From something gross to something sweet.
Are we doing a picture?
We got Mars and what's the blue one again?
Mars and
Me
Uranus.
and Anthony have Ocean Bomb pineapple. Is this who's this? This is Sailor Venus?
That's a Uranus,
No.
ain't it?
I think it's one of the farthest planets. I think it's Sailor Uranus.
Okay.
Where in the show
I have Mars.
she's clearly a lesbian, but they say, "Oh no, they're just really good friends."
Yeah, her and Juniper are just roommates.
Oh, is she banging one of the other planets?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Or from San Bernardino, specific. But
Take
I get
that.
it. Like it's like it's,
Take that, San
Cheers.
Bernardino.
Nuts.
Cheers.
Ooh,
It's a little seltzery, but sweet.
I don't know what I was expecting.
this is delicious.
I've had better pineapple sodas, but I don't hate this.
It's rich. Like you clearly taste the strawberry in this one.
Yeah, yeah. Is yours kind
Like a LaCroix.
This has way more flavor than a LaCroix.
Yeah.
Like I can taste the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
It's a LaCroix with sugar.
Let's see. It is at
So there is a seltzery taste.
38% sugar.
Oh, that's nice.
And
Perfect.
Yeah.
Steph, I don't think you
enough.
had a seltzer in a long
good.
time because this does not taste like a seltzer.
19 grams of sugar. That's not so bad for compared to a soda.
Like, I don't know. It's like a
Like a
like a
LaCroix.
White Claw to me.
A LaCroix
Or-
tastes like if someone was in the other room screaming the flavor.
Oh yeah, it tastes like static. That's true.
Like I don't get what you say, but I do.
It's like
It's
you take a sip of static, and then Scott's in the background is going, "Pineapple!"
yes.
There you
That's
go.
LaCroix.
That little splash.
La Croix? Yeah.
I used to call it LaCroix.
Oh,
Never knew it was
speaking of this
cool.
bad segue, but she said Crocs, and this made me think of it. So when we got in line the other day, I went to Disney on Sunday, and wet all day, giggity. Rained
figured it would.
from afternoon to evening. It was
Lovely.
fantastic. We had a great
Did
day.
it
Thankfully, the
change?
fires are out.
Did it change the amount of people that
Oh.
was there? Because I know it didn't for me.
Oh no, it did.
Wow.
I think the longest we waited, like Indiana Jones said, 30-minute walk-on wait. It took us 10 minutes just to get to where the line was at the end of the line, and we waited
but you had to
10
walk
minutes.
the whole way.
Yeah,
That's
it took
an insanely long line.
And basically, we came to the conclusion any of the big rides that said 30 minutes to 20-minute wait was
Were
like, well, that's a
way less.
walk-on. Like, there's no waiting. So we went on Rise of the Resistance, and we walked on, and there was this dude. Like, this is going to sound bad, but I don't mean it as such. I'm trying to paint a picture, and unfortunately, Anthony, you're the only one that me and Scott use an example in this. It was kind of like a Bizarro Anthony.
Ooh, tell me about Bizarro Anthony.
Like he was
Does
like,
he
you're
sing?
That wouldn't be Bizarro because I sing.
Oh, sorry.
I don't. She threw me off with that
yeah,
question.
I don't know what Bizarro is then. I thought Bizarro was more of like bizarre.
Opposite.
Okay,
That
Scott
is
is correct. He doesn't want me to throw him under the bus. I made the comparison. He
Okay.
just didn't disagree. Okay.
I want to know. I love it when someone.
I want to say Scott said
Anthony
he will
Beach.
correct me. He goes, oh, this is the Star Wars guy. Like it was like one of those. Like he was
Wow.
dressed like he was in a Star War. So like, he had like
Star Wars?
he had like the full on black trench coat. He had like some sort of weird, fun comic book or band t-shirt. He had Anthony's old long hair. He had piercings. He had he had like a mohawk mullet situation going on. And he had like spooky Crocs on that had chains.
Oh, the chains?
Yeah,
I've
and
seen those. Did it have spikes?
it did. It pissed me off. It's like,
But it's so metal.
55-ish.
oh, I was gonna say he was 30. It's like,
Between 30 and 55-ish.
look, he
That's a
had a lot of
20-year
city
gap.
miles on him.
Oh.
All right, so
Oh,
he's
that's
late,
the man.
He's late to the goth era.
No, that was an old nerd. But like he looked nothing like Anthony, but he gave off
But his
Anthony
aesthetic was
energy. Like it was just kind of like, but this is the Anthony I don't want to like. It's like,
I'll be honest, doesn't sound like Bizarro Anthony, but like Earth 2 Anthony.
sure, I was trying to, yeah, that's more of an accurate thing. But like he was by himself, like he didn't have any like friends or family. He was riding this ride by himself, and that's fine. No judgments there.
This story got a little sadder.
But like, I don't remember. Scott, did we watch him walk on, or was he already on the transport when we walked on? Like, I would love to say he was already there. I pointed at animatronic pirate version. Oh yeah, on Pirates of the Caribbean, the pirate that's hanging out with the cats. That's you.
I'll take it.
Yeah. And then I made a dirty joke.
Because
Oh.
You can fill in the lines.
I think I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like petting cats.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah, we'll go
I've
with
never
that.
seen a cat in my life and didn't immediately go kitty.
That's not where I want. But
No,
it's fine.
Steph, you're in the right spot.
Okay.
We rode, okay, so we went on the new Tiana's Splash Mountain situation. So it was down all day. We were there at like 10 a.m. and it was not working the entire day. Make a long story short, at between 9:30 to 9:45 or 10, I don't remember. Like Scott goes, "It's up," and our fast pass still works. We're like, "Let's go!"
Oh, there you go.
So it's almost like we're already wet. So at this point, I was like, "Fuck it, can't get any more wet." So let's do the fucking ride, and then we'll
Don't
just,
tempt fate.
fuck off. Yeah, I was just like, we'll just fuck off, right? So we get on, and as we're walking by, the lights are on inside the mountain, but it's none of the atmospheric lights. Like, it literally looks like work lights. And I was like, that's not okay. And I had spoken to an employee earlier, just like, what's the percentage that this is actually going to open up today? And she was like, not high. It was like, okay. She's like, it's been broken all day. We're like,
Yeah,
got it.
what was the broken part? Just
Well, so we get on it, right? We walk the queue. The stand and wait. The line was 5 minutes, so it was a walk on. So we get into the logs, and the boat, log starts going, and we immediately notice all the house lights are on. Like, there's no atmospheric lights. Like, the house lights are on, and none of the animatronics are working, and barely some of the soundtrack is working. So, like, we'll go past it, and like Tiana's like, we're just like, okay, cool. Nothing is working, and they turned down the water because at one point we went over one of the hills and there was no water going over
Just
it.
track.
Just
bare
track.
Clack, clack,
Yeah.
clack, clack, clack.
Yeah. So we got a little wet, nothing crazy. And then at the end, the big celebration, remember in Old Splash Mountain where there's zippity doo dah, they're on the big floaty boat thing. What's the Mark Twain? What's that fucking boat kind of called? Steamboat?
What is the Mark Twain steamboat?
I guess
Yeah, with
steamboat.
Yeah,
big, like,
steamboat.
The
Yeah, with the
river-
big
river cruise ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So silence. He's no soundtrack, no animatronics. It was just like this creaky log going through, and all these like. it was so unsettling, and we got to the end of it. I was like, so we got into the Pooh Bear store, and like I turned to the boys, and I'm like, well, what do we think of the new ride? And like Scott
That
and
was the
Shane
first time.
Oh yeah, Scott and Shane is like, sucked, hated it, fuck that thing. I was just like, okay, calm it down. And I was like, I personally feel we didn't get to see the ride. I was like,
No, you did not.
and I also,
You gotta
I was,
go again if you're willing to.
yeah, now I have to go again. I was like, God
Yeah.
damn it. Because I do not like drops nor what getting wet. So, but the thing that bugged me the most is like, and here's the kicker, only open for like 13 minutes. Immediately after we got
closed
off, they closed it down again. I was like, so we got
30
this.
people got to see it.
Yeah, like, there was a dude in front of it. He was the only one on a log.
Aw.
He rode that log by himself. I was like,
Was that
would
not
scare the
Anthony?
shit out of me. It was not Anthony.
First two, Anthony.
But like, I was just like, why would you open this and showcase your new ride, but at an inferior version? Like, I just couldn't understand why they opened it. I was like, for 13 minutes. I was like, what are you doing? So yeah, that was a little weird.
Out. That's wild.
We saw the new Haunted Mansion stuff.
What was that?
Mhm.
It was closed when I went, so I didn't.
So
even get
they
to go there.
added a big outside queue area. We did not walk through that because we had fast passes, but we saw it. It was just like, yeah, it's just an extra bunch of bullshit in the queue. It's mostly just now you have stuff to look at while you're waiting for
In
an
that
hour.
courtyard thing.
Yeah, they made the
Yeah.
courtyard bigger.
They cover it.
Some of it's covered.
Okay.
You go in a greenhouse now,
As long as
That's
it
pretty.
it keeps the sun off me, then I'm happy.
but it's still not covered. It's like a very
Oh.
small section is covered.
Alright,
Oh.
I'm just gonna keep pretending I know what you're talking about.
It's all good, dude. I got you. So, we got inside. So, they did some little things here and there, some tweaks, added a couple things, stuff that you really wouldn't notice if you're not like, kind of like very familiar with the ride. But the big thing is they got rid of the bride in the attic, and they replaced her with like basically a TV screen
Oh,
with
that's
like
lame.
just like a
No more
drawing of a
bride?
chick on it, and it was just kind of like, cool. What the fuck is this? I was
Well,
like, what
well,
the-
Yeah, I've seen people lamenting her on social
yeah, it's
media.
bad, dude. It's not good. It's like, what the fuck, man? Imagineers used to imagine cool shit. Now it's like they turned on a TV.
Is it more like the new Haunted Mansion movie with Lakeith Stanfield, or
No, this is just a floating lady.
well, I mean, like in
God,
general
that
for the
movie was
Haunted
good.
Mansion, like was
No,
it-
no, not at all. There's nothing that would imply like the films at all in that.
Then why did they make the movie?
That's a whole nother.
They had a good
Conversation.
movie to make.
Like I
Alright.
enjoyed the movie, but it's just like why
I
is that
enjoy
not
it.
what the experience is at Disneyland.
I mean, I think even the Eddie Murphy movie wasn't really tied to, yeah, like they've never, the Muppets Halloween Haunted Mansion is the closest that actually gets to the ride itself.
Yeah.
Very much so. There are a lot of references and things pulled for it. Otherwise it's just its own thing that they've never truly recreated to give it any more narrative than it has. Doesn't need it, but neither has any of the other movies.
Yeah.
Pirates the Ride didn't need a movie to explain Pirates the Ride.
It's true. But they integrated
Um,
Jack Sparrow into it, though, right?
They did. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
You know, like 3-4 times now.
And in 20 years ago, whenever they added those 3 animatronics, like that was like legit animatronics. Now they need to. It is so rough. Like he's just like,
Yeah,
All of
just
Pirates is stiff.
yeah, but
they need this
his
contract
doesn't.
with Boston Dynamics, get those robots in there.
No, then they're gonna take over.
They did add a little at the end of the Haunted Mansion, Jordan. At the end of the ride, after you in the graveyard and you're having a swing and wake and everybody's singing, you go by this there's a not catacomb, mausoleum,
Oh.
and and they added this little like a little dude with a beard, and he's singing. The animatronic on his mouth, I did a double take that wasn't a dude. Like it was so good. Like it actually, you could see. Like I was like, he's saying words.
It
like,
is an
this
animatronic, not like a screen
No,
projection.
it's real. Like I was just like, the fuck is that? Like because we each got our own Doom buggy, and we got out, and like Scott turned to me and goes, "Did you see that creepy?" There was like, "Motherfucker, that was a real man." Like, it was like-
oh,
I need them to keep the haunted mirrors forever. That's
at the
when
end.
yeah, at the end.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
when I will burn the place down, is when they take that away. That is like an early childhood memory for me, like just loving that effect so much. That's what I need forever to exist.
2 more things, and I'll be done with Disney.
I have
So
one thing to add. but go on.
we went on Pirates. Now I don't get me wrong. I'm gonna this is fighting words, and I'm about to get hands thrown at me. I love Pirates. Don't come at me.
I think.
Sounds
Can I
like-
guess?
Go ahead.
Is it the drop?
No, it's fine.
Okay, go on. Some people
Um,
forget about that drop.
Oh no, I never
I
forget about that.
do.
drop.
I forget that it exists.
Everyone
there's
thinks
a
they're gonna
drop?
rest on that ride because it's dark and
Yeah, it's like a
it's
nap
a nice
time.
little
After
swing
the
ride, and then
second drop is when you close your eyes.
I
No,
don't know
I
what
was.
the Pirates of the Caribbean ride is like.
It's alright. It's
Well,
there's
when you
2
get-
drops,
there's-
but they're
yeah, there's a
baby
drop.
drops. They're baby
We'll
drops.
find
Yo, we
out.
really should schedule like the
We're trying.
Jordan to Disneyland trip this year.
So anyway, yeah, but Vanessa and Jess were behind us, and they had Luke with them, and Luke was like, "Raise your hands." He would like hit me. Raise your hands. It was like,
Wow.
it's like he yelled at by a 3-year-old. Raise your hands. I was like, okay.
Oh, that's
So
cute.
cute.
So
Cute.
I can go a couple Disney trips without going on Pirates. Like I don't. I'm
Oh.
good. I've done it a lot. I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
I
said
could
that.
catch-
What's that?
I was gonna say I could catch some heat if I'm too specific, speaking out loud, but I also could do the same as you.
I said that up top in the day, and I got the look that I got from 2 individuals was like, you know who? It was, I got 2 looks that were like, the fuck did you just say? And I was like, so we wrote it, great, had fun time, and then we're walking by it, and literally it's a walk on, and Shane's like, you want to do Pirates again? And Scott's like, we're gonna do Pirates again. I was like, great. So we do it twice, right? I don't know what happened. It was the slowest boat in the ride. Like it was like they turned off the jets that keep
The
the
water,
boat
and
moving.
you just
It was
kept
literally
going.
like I was in pain. I was like, why is this? Fuck off. What is like, it's just like, I think at one point I was like, hey Shane, you want to get out and push? We might get there quicker.
Yeah.
Like fuck off.
Slowest boat ever.
It was so long.
It
Oh,
or
well.
yourself through it.
Yeah, I
Um,
think one year the ride broke and all the boats were like hitting each other at
Oh,
the
yeah.
end.
I've had that.
Yeah.
I've had
And
that
then
happen.
we were right underneath like that falling area.
Uh-huh.
And we just kept consistently getting bumped by every other boat behind us. And I was like, man, really strong smell of chlorine and getting bumped. It's nuts.
Um,
I eat
last
there.
thing.
Don't they smell that chlorine
Oh yeah, yeah.
in that
La-
restaurant? And it's dark. You can't
Yeah.
see shit.
I mean, you just get
Oh.
used to it. Last thing though, it was a big day for Leland. I did 3 things that I thought I was never going to get to do ever again. One, I had my first real cup of caffeinated coffee in probably 7 years,
Hmm.
Really?
and let me just tell you,
It was nice.
oh Jesus Christ, it was. Yes, and I was like, maybe I can do one of these once a month. I was just like, yes. I felt like, I felt like I got the one ring. Like I was just like, this is my precious. It's like,
Aw.
It's like
because
that
of the
episode of
vertigo.
Futurama when Fry gets really addicted to coffee.
Yeah.
Spends all his money on coffee.
Because of my vertigo, I'm always kind of trepidatious about doing certain things at the park because I don't want to get sick and like get dizzy and ruin the trip for everybody. So I
Yeah.
kind of like hang back on
Pick
certain
and
things.
choose on
Yeah, I'll
certain
be like,
rides.
I'll hold your purse. Go do that thing. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know, like something within me this last week was just like, I wasn't had no anxiety. I wasn't scared or nervous. There was no fear. I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do Space Mountain. I have
how
not
was
done
you?
Space
Good.
Mountain in a decade. And let me tell you, shut the fuck up.
Intense.
When we got off, I was like, all right, I can do Space Mountain. Not every time, but I
How
was
was
okay.
your
able
body
to?
though?
Body was fine.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I was okay. And then
paying off.
I did Soarin', which I have not also done in quite a long time. And that ride will
one's
get
that?
you sick. That's over at California Adventures, the one where you like fly over different parts
Smell
of the world.
oranges and shit.
Oh, I didn't get to ride that one.
It's a good ride.
It's fun
Yeah.
to do once in a while.
Yeah. But I mainly had to focus on the horizon. I was like, don't look anywhere else or I will vomit. It's just like,
Yeah.
and I did Dumbo, which I probably haven't done since probably like 25 years.
Well, that was good.
It's Dumbo.
Would you go on the orbits ride or no?
You mean the rockets?
The Orbit
Yeah.
Scum ride?
No.
Yeah. No,
Why? I can go on Dumbo.
that's true.
It's the same ride. I'd rather
Can
be
you
on an
go
elephant
over
than a
the crank?
rocket.
Gone on the Dumbo ride.
What's that?
I don't think I've ever gone on the Dumbo ride.
Oh, fuck.
I
Now we
haven't.
have to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
when
And
we
Jordan
take
needs to get a photograph on the Dumbo ride.
I haven't been on the Dumbo ride. I did go on the Orbits ride. My niece was too scared to pull the crank, so we were on the lowest part of the thing, and we just spun around. And I was like, "You want to do the crank?" She's like, "No, I'm okay." And I was like, "We're fine. We could just hang down here." Yeah. So
I
and
don't
then
care for Fantasyland.
oh, I like to go in the little things just to see. Like I told her how we could go to hell if we go on Mr. Toad's ride. We went to hell. She did not look once. That whole ride.
Aw.
And she got too scared. We went into Snow White, and I was
you
like,
don't
"It's just
tell a
one of
little
those."
girl we're gonna go to hell.
She
Also true.
wanted to go.
No, but
I
you
said-
don't tell them that.
So I said, "Mr. Toad's ride, you go to hell. I want to go to hell." And I was like, "Okay." And we went. And she didn't like it.
I don't think you're supposed to like hell.
I know. It's just nice that it gets hot in there.
Yeah, it's
little
that
warm.
30 seconds of warmth is very
Yeah,
nice.
it's just, Snow
the
White
opposite
was
of a
very
cold
dark. It's very unsettling when you go there. Oh, one thing I had to say with Disneyland, we went in Little Small World, or It's a Small World.
It's
a
Small World.
Probably not been there.
Did
in
they
30 years.
mess with the faces of them? Because they just look more fucked up. Like
I'm gonna
they're
say
like
no. Like it's kind
like
of the
the
same.
fucking expressions and their faces are so mashed together and their noses don't look right with their mouth. I think a lot of them were broken, so their eyes were twitching and getting stuck. And I was like,
Looked
dude,
like a bunch of
with
crackheads.
this music and it being Christmas, this is quite disturbing.
Is
It's
that
not very happy in there.
is that Disneyland or Disney World where they put Groot all over It's a Small World?
No, that is Shanghai
Why do
or
they get it?
Tokyo Disney. Oh, so here's why. Because the Asian countries are more acceptable of IP than America is. Like
What?
America would have
but-
flipped the fuck out.
You
Oh,
know,
how
what,
dare
you
you
know what?
touch
That's
IP.
true.
Yeah,
You know what? That's
and
true.
Asia's very much like, hey, we like things.
Whatever, that's
But
fun.
it's temporary anyway.
This
so,
is
like-
precious.
Yeah.
Oh.
I watched the ride through of it. It was adorable. I was like, I don't see a problem with having this for like 3 months. Like, I think this is adorable.
immersion.
Yeah, whatever. We a couple last year when we went, we walked by It's a Small World and there was no wait, and I forget one of the peoples was like, "Hey, let's do It's a Small World." I was just like, okay." And by the end of it, like I was like, "Oh, I must be getting older. I'm okay with this now." Like I got to the end of it, I was like, I could do this a lot. Like I had a real good time, like just kind of just checking the shit out. I was just like, "Oh, that's cool. Look at that." You know, I don't know.
It
I
was
got
nice,
into it.
but their faces got really messed up.
I don't know what
Like
I
they were
did.
really distorted.
Maybe Steph, because I go there so often, I was high. That helps.
Because-
They look normal for me, and like I
They
was like,
had
"All right."
actual expressions. Like it wasn't just an animatronic of just like they were actually like cheeks moving,
Yeah,
lips doing shit, and I was like, I don't like how that looks. And
It's
it's just
kinda
so
like-
mashed that
That's
it
was
why
was
kinda
one
like
has
when-
no face. You just see the
yeah, and then the eye
components under it.
twitching. It was stuck.
Exoskeleton.
Like one lid went up and one lid went down, and it
Okay,
looked
so sometimes some of the animatronics have some issues.
yes, but it was weird. It
I
was it
forget
wasn't
it-
bad. It was
I
weird.
forget where we were or who said it. It was either Scott or Shane or maybe Vanessa. I don't know. Fucking someone said something about like they should skin the robots and just have them see their animatronics working. I was like, no, not at all.
I
Like,
wouldn't mind the
that-
Not for
robots.
the ride, but for a behind the scenes video, I would watch
Sure,
that.
That's fine. I was like, I do not want to see that coming
Yeah.
at me.
I don't know how to explain it. It just looked weird. Like I felt like if I went to their skin and went like this, the skin would pull.
It
Like that's what I
probably
mean
would.
by the
Like,
latexy like face. It looks so weird.
They
It
would.
was not stretching in a natural way that I was like, I don't like how this looks.
All right,
when we
Jordan,
go, I did. So I found out. Okay, I finally understood what the lightning lane now is because I have been very confused by it. What it is. So Jordan, the lightning lane is like,
Lightning
Oh.
Queen.
Yeah.
it's like a fast pass situation, so you don't have to stand in the longer line,
Yeah, you just
and you pay
reserve.
for this service.
Yeah.
It's like $40 per person.
yeah.
We got it cheaper because of friends, but like now that I understand how to use it, I was like, oh, I will do this every fucking time. It
Yeah,
was just,
no.
I was like, $40, not a problem. I don't gotta wait in line. Perfect.
we gotta
Yeah,
do
it's
Fast
nice.
Pass now.
Huh?
We gotta do Lightning Lane now when we
Yeah,
go.
well,
It's so
Anthony, if-
convenient because it could just be like, "Hey, we could set up for lightning, right?" And,
Yeah.
or the thing, and then it's just like in about 20 minutes we could walk over
Yeah.
and just get on. So you kill time for 20
is
minutes,
$40
walk
per
over,
person?
walk on.
Yeah, but it's if you Anthony, this is how Vanessa sold it. She goes, well, it's not like you paid to get in, so you have
Oh,
that
that's
extra
fair.
40. I was like, she's not wrong.
Yeah, you
All
might
right,
as
well,
well
that's
start
the conditions.
somewhere.
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm
I
saying
don't
is,
make that
even if, let's say,
assumption.
even if we took Jordan and we could, the opportunity was not date specific or whatever to get him, all of us in for free, and we only had like one day, spending that extra
you
$40
might as-
is it's justified to
not
get to
waiting
make sure
in
Jordan
line.
sees all
In
the
that
nonsense.
specific circumstance, yes, I agree.
Okay, if you're
Yeah.
gonna be,
Look,
I was. Okay.
I'm gonna pay for the convenience no matter what.
I'm not worried about you. Like, I'm realizing I got to pay an $80 for him. Like, it's like- No, I am never worried about Jordan being no.
Yeah.
Might
But
just
I
be
also
biased.
so here's what Jordan. This I thought of you about this because there was a point in time where we were going to go to the Blue Bayou, which is like the real fancy, expensive restaurant on property, because they do
Ooh.
walk-ups, and they were too busy, so there was not a walk-up available at that time. I'm pretty sure if we'd gone back a couple more times, we probably could have got it in, but I wasn't like concerned with it. And I saw the menu, and it was just like, yeah, all right. Didn't bat an eye. I was just like, yep, that's a $70 steak. Yep, cool. It's like,
I've had a
but
$150 one.
I was like, huh, I guess it just depends on where I'm at. It's like,
You're already like preconditioned to just spend more while you're there.
I mean, well, again, Vanessa made a valid point. She was just like, you didn't pay it again, so you can use that extra $200 you would have paid for ticket and splurge a little bit. I was like, again, you ain't wrong.
That's not
Yeah.
that's not
No,
part of my
that's fair.
mental equation.
No, I get it. You have an issue. I understand.
I have principles.
I don't know his principles.
I had a principal in elementary. I'm just
Got
joking,
'em.
guys. And middle school. And
I
high
would
school.
assume
Now that
high
I
school
talked
too.
about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go as far as Steph and say even college. 'Cause,
Oh, I didn't have a principal in college.
no, they have a dean.
Yes, the
Dean.
dean. The dean.
Dean.
The dean.
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 Happy Hollow Dean, everyone.
What does he say when he walks in dressed as Tina Turner? He's just like, hey, what's Gov got to do with it on Valentine's Day? But seriously though, stop playing with the fixtures.
So I think it's the oh no, I'm thinking of the Cher. I was thinking he does like a turn back
What
time
was
as Cher.
Is his name
Yeah,
just Dean? It was Dean something.
Dean Pelton.
Dean Pelton.
Dean Craig
Dean
Pelton.
Pelton. Yes. Dean Pelton.
It was share for daylight savings
That was it.
Yeah.
because you have to turn back time.
Oh, you
That's
gotta
right.
turn back time. That's what it is.
Remember when he does his little rap where he loses control?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, he is hardcore.
Mama's scared of me.
Oh, he's fun. I like him. Oh.
I was
How do
in
you
my
keep a straight face during that?
oh god, yeah.
I don't know.
Granted, Joe
Um,
McHale and Gillian Jacobs did not.
No. No.
Fun.
So Steph, I
Yeah.
spoke to Jordan yesterday. Apparently, you saw the Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was filmed
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
And
I
how,
enjoyed
what
it.
did you think of Nosferatu?
I liked it.
You are
It was good. I talked about it with my coworker today because my coworker had a problem with it, right? I
Too
won't
much
spoil
penis.
anything. No, not even that.
There's not
She
enough
said
penis.
she
There
said
could've been
she
more.
was taken out with Lily Rose Depp's performance. No,
Oh.
performance. Cause she said it's like she's acting really hard. Like it took me out. And in my head, I was like, I watched it and it was fine.
You mean how
Maybe
she's
you just
giving a good
haven't-
performance?
I was like, maybe
I
you
think that
just
person just doesn't
haven't-
like Lily Rose Depp.
No, the thing is, I was just like, okay, in her acting, she's being dramatic, but not dramatic in a negative way. She's being, at least to my understanding, it's just like she's playing the role.
Yeah.
Like, if you have to be that dramatic, like that's part of the role. You're supposed to show the feeling of what you're feeling. And in my head, I was like, maybe it's because I watched The Idol that I already saw her doing her thing. So when I watched Nosferatu, I was like, huh, okay, yeah, she's good at this role. I
But
thought
also,
it was fine.
Everyone in the movie is like 10% extra.
It's true. Willem
that's just-
Dafoe, oh my god.
Love him.
Yeah, but I don't think it's 10% extra in a bad way though.
No,
No.
the
No.
whole movie
I thought
is
it was
10%
great.
extra.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
everyone rose for those roles. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
liked
didn't
it.
recognize Craven's wife was Cassandra Nova from
Yeah.
Deadpool Wolverine. I had
Oh,
no
I didn't-
idea.
That didn't register
Oh,
to
I
me.
didn't know
Well, because
that.
she wasn't bald. So
Yeah, Emma Corrin.
Oh,
is
I
that her
didn't know.
name? Yeah, yeah. I thought Craven did a really good job. That dude,
Dude,
is really talented.
Aaron
It's
Taylor
Oh,
Johnson's
just
a
like-
fantastic actor.
Yeah, I just think I was really impressed with the movie. Me and Scott were talking today that we were a little disappointed that Pennywise, what's his fucking name?
Bill Skarsgård.
Thank you. That he didn't get nominated for Best Supporting Actor for the movie.
Because no one knew it was Bill Skarsgård.
And the conversation
Yeah.
we had was like, he only has like technically like less than 10 minutes of screen time. And then Scott's argument was like, people have won Oscars for less. I said, no, he's 100% right.
Yeah.
But it's because it's genre. You never know, But
Yeah.
fucking Substance probably gonna win
I hope it
Best
does.
Actress.
Well,
And
that's
it
good.
should 100%
Yeah.
win Best Actress. But you're like, but massively genre.
Yeah.
That's why the Oscars are kind of fucked.
Can't have-
but,
yeah. Fuck the Oscars. It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I didn't realize it was Bill Skarsgård for a while. There was one scene where he's like looking forward, and then I really looked at the eyes, and I was like on IMDb, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
you gotta
This-
kind of like
I didn't
stare
realize.
through to find him in there.
I mean,
Yeah.
for me, it was the
love
mustache that throws me off of him being Bill Skarsgård.
Uh,
I had
Yeah.
someone say that they're like perfect Halloween costume. Just buy a Nosferatu mask and slap one of those cheesy mustaches on it. I was like, I get it. It's like-
Yeah.
Billy Skarsgård has definitely got an Oscar in him at some point.
Well,
His
yeah.
his performances are pretty consistently good, even in movies that aren't good. He's still
Yes.
doing a pretty
yeah, he
good
still
job in
shines,
them.
yeah.
I kind of
First-
felt the same. I said I was talking to someone about the Demi Moore, and I was like, yeah, I think it's she has had a longevity of an amazing career, and I think she deserves the Best Actress Oscar for this specific role, but also because she's just had a good career, and I think Cynthia Erivo still has a good long career ahead of her. Not that Demi is ending her career,
Yeah.
but she's done it all. She's been in the industry for like 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cynthia Erivo is just really at the tip of the iceberg as far as her career goes. I was like, the likelihood of her getting nominated again, high. So
Yeah.
maybe this isn't her
Yeah.
time to get the Oscar, even though she definitely deserved
Oh, yeah.
the nomination.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Like, I thought she was phenomenal in Wicked, but
She
I'm like, I
was.
think Demi just knocks it out of the park.
Yeah.
Didn't Demi get it for G.I. Jane?
No.
No.
Um,
She didn't get any awards.
Yeah, she's
right?
really
That's
never
what she was
had
talking about.
much.
She's never gotten awards.
Yeah.
So that was her first.
Yeah, she got the Golden
not even
Globe.
for
Yeah, that was her
striptease?
first thing.
What's up?
That's
Not even for striptease?
nothing.
That
Nothing.
movie's so bad.
I
When
can feel the
Showgirls is
Vaseline all
better,
over my body.
like it just damn.
Yeah, girls.
I watched The Heretic last night.
What'd you think?
What did you think?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
I'm still kind of
Processing.
yeah.
That's fair.
I thought the performances were good.
Again, Hugh Grant, so charismatic.
Yep.
did a great job.
Yes. Robster 120. I believe she also got a Razzie for that. Yeah. I want to say that's a true statement. So she did get an award.
Oh,
Yeah, Hugh Grant, excellent. The two girls, excellent. The movie, I don't know.
I enjoyed it.
Like no, I didn't say I didn't enjoy.
yeah.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
it. I just don't know if I liked it. You know,
Oh,
it's one of
okay.
those where I'm like, you're a good movie. Objectively, I know you're good.
Yeah.
wait,
Mm-hmm. Just kinda like,
I forgot. Did you already watch what's the one it just dropped on Netflix? Did you already watch Hereditary?
no, we'll get there eventually.
You're getting there? Okay.
yeah,
okay. Sorry. I thought because they dropped it on Netflix and I thought about you. 'cause-
yeah. I know. I
I know it's
want
on
to
your
watch Hereditary and the Vavitch.
Oh,
The
okay.
bitch.
Yeah.
We watched Blink twice recently.
Yes.
That's the Zoe Kravitz directed movie with Channing
How is
Tatum.
it?
That
How
shit
is
is
it?
wild.
Yeah. It's one of those movies where you know something is wrong, but
but you don't know what it is.
but you don't know what it is until until the turn happens.
Yeah.
Sure.
I felt a lot of emotions.
I've been
Not
told it's
bad.
good.
Yeah, not bad. It was
liked
just like a lot of it was, where is this going? And then it was like, huh, whoa, where is this going? And then, oh, where is this going? And
Yeah.
then it was very much that.
Yeah.
If I can see 5 more movies this week before we do our
The
top movies of
Substance.
2024, Substance is like high and will definitely happen this weekend.
It's
But
back in theaters.
I'll
That's how
see
you
it
know
here at
it's
Right,
home.
good.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I was
Yeah.
they should have
Um,
that in 4DX so you can feel everything.
Oh no, that would be the worst thing ever to feel that movie.
You'd feel
Yeah.
stuff on your back.
Should I put Don't Blink on there?
Um.
Like Substance is a definite.
Yes.
I think Hereditary or not Hereditary. Heretic is
Heretic
high up there.
should be on there.
There's a couple. I blasted through like 5 movies this past week. Since I was just in an Airbnb by myself.
Mhm.
Spoilers. Beekeeper is boring as fuck.
Oh, really? That was on my list
The
at one
Beekeeper,
point.
you know
I just
exactly
wanted
what
to
that
watch
movie
it.
is.
It's honestly Jason Statham's Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But was it at least fun?
Not
Or
really.
was it something we've already seen? Or was it boring?
It's like there's action in it. I admittedly I dozed off a little bit. I don't think he ever gets hit.
Tired.
I was
I
Wait,
tired.
what?
I think it was
Aw.
like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think I watched like 2 movies in a row starting at like 9 p.m. Yeah, I don't think Statham like takes a hit or is like really damaged at all ever in
Oh.
any fight, which feels very Steven Seagal-y.
Yeah.
But then the whole concept of the movie is pretty lame.
I mean,
Oh.
it is a premise we've seen thousands of times before.
Yeah.
Are there
And done
bees?
better. Yes, there are bees.
Okay.
Because isn't that
Cool.
just like just his hobby?
Yes. Well, no. Yes, both.
Yeah.
Okay.
His
What
hobby
else did
and
you
cover.
watch?
I watched the first 20-25 minutes of Brothers.
Terrible.
It's fucking bad.
Terrible.
Which one is
Which one
Brothers?
was that?
It's Peter Dinklage
Brolin
and
and
Josh
Dinklage?
Brolin are brothers, and they're like they go on one
Oh.
final
Heist.
con heist kind of
Got it.
situation.
Okay.
Josh Brolin jerks off an orangutan. Like it's awful. Like it's just
Yeah.
As a part of
Yeah.
the heist?
No,
No.
forcibly. The orangutan makes him do it.
yeah.
and
The
that's when I
orangutan's
checked
really
out.
rapey. It's like-
Is it a comedy?
and that is the problem.
You
Is
think
you
that,
don't
but
know.
it doesn't feel that way.
He only watched the first 20 minutes and fucked off. Me and Scott actually suffered through all of it. And I asked him, like, you didn't make it to Glenn Close? And Andy's like, she's in that? I was like, yeah, you didn't make it that far.
Did the orangutan
She's-
have a claymore? Like, how did he force this man?
Well, it was his dick. But the like
Orangutan's strong.
Glenn
true.
Close is in the movie she's in is like a wacky comedy.
Oh.
The movie that the brothers are in are not. Like it was just like that it was so tonally all over the place. It was bad. Now the one saving grace though is Brendan Fraser knew what movie he was in, and I was like, he's fantastic in this.
I didn't see enough of him to really
Yeah,
like.
you missed a lot of his. He ramps up the crazy
Okay.
towards the end. And Marissa Tomei had that weird cameo, and she came out and
He owns the monkey.
yeah, she owns the monkey. But me and Scott both were like, "Damn, Gina, she still looked good." It's like-
Hell yeah, Aunt May can get it.
I was like, Aunt May.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the Monkey Man.
Oh, that's on my list too.
The monkey
That was
man?
cool.
It's the
Oh.
Dev Patel
The Dev
action
Patel
movie.
one?
Yes.
Yeah, not the Robbie Williams one.
That's called
A
Better
Better
Man.
Man.
Yeah, I
And
watched
not to be
Monkey Man.
confused with the horror movie, The Monkey, which I really want
Yes.
to watch that.
Yeah, I also want
The
to
one
Looks-
coming out.
Yes, it looks
Oh,
so
yeah.
fucking crazy.
Oh, yes, yes.
I even
So
saw
in.
Stephen King. He's like, this. I've written crazy things in my life. This movie looks insane.
Yeah, I was like, yes,
Yeah.
all over the monkey. Yeah,
I watched several others, but I can't remember them right now.
it's all good.
What else did I
Watch
do?
watch the Deliverance.
Oh yeah,
The Deliverance with Glenn
that's the
Close
one
on
we
Netflix.
mentioned.
Oh,
The one
so
Leland where Glenn Close got a role.
you ever since you told me about it, because it's always listening. It recommended it to me, and I was like, stop with this. And but I saw a clip or a picture of her like smoking a cigarette with like sharp teeth or something, and I was like, the fuck is this movie?
I was real surprised when I saw her too. I was just like, "This is a role you're doing," and I
What
was
is
like,
it you?
"Oh."
What is it you all
Jordan
said?
said it.
What
She
was it?
says
Oh no,
she.
you got it because it comes out of nowhere.
Right.
She's all devil possessed. She's like, I smell nappy pussy. She's like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah. It's
Like
wild.
you can smell it's nappy?
Yeah. Very specific.
Mark, that's why you're a comedian. For shit like that, that's genius.
Get more of that at To Live and Talk in LA. 7:30
and Toledo and
p.m.
Live in
Talanka.
Talanka.
Our favorite lesbian
On
aunt couple that
Twitch.
lives in Glendale.
And on Spotify.
Yeah,
and on
Yeah, they do.
Spotify.
they live on Spotify.
Yes.
Scott, he's probably cooking, so he didn't write back. We watched some fucking awful movie last night that I can only describe as student film at best. And it was like, I don't remember the name of it, but like
Citizen Kane.
oh, shut your mouth. Like two people who should clearly not be together get roped in on a mysterious road, and they get trapped on this road, and they meet different time versions of themselves, and it becomes like a weird horror thriller, but it never got thrilling, nor did it get horror. And it was just bad, and like I was just sitting there. I from what I remembered, because I definitely fell asleep many times in the movie. I was like, I don't care.
What was this movie?
What
I don't
movie is
remember the
that
name. I
for?
want to say like it's called like The Ride Home, or I don't know, shortcut. Oh, it's fucking terrible.
Huh. Interesting.
It was not good. I don't recommend it at all. Yeah.
I finished all of season 1 of Interview with a Vampire. I
Nice.
How'd
enjoyed
you like
that
it?
a lot.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I'd like to get to it eventually. Is it
I
streaming
find it
somewhere?
really entertaining.
Hulu.
Netflix.
Hulu? I can.
Ne-
Oh, Netflix.
Or is it
Okay.
Netflix?
Netflix. Yeah, it's on
It's
Netflix.
Netflix. Yeah. If you don't
I
have
watched-
AMC.
I
Yeah.
watched the first episode of The Penguin.
Oh, I didn't
How
start
was that? I
that
still
yet.
need to do that.
Dear Lord. Yeah,
Is that good?
it's good. They
Mhm.
bring in a character, not like she is a comic book character, but like in the show, she does some shit. I was like, oh, you're gonna be a problem. It's like-
Oh.
It was one of those characters like, oh, this is gonna be bad. Like anyone who comes into your area it's like seeing King Joffrey come in. You're like, you're a problem. Everything you're gonna do
Everything
is
you
going to
do,
be
everything
a very
that's webbed next to
big
you. is
issue.
gonna be- That's funny.
Yeah, no, it was good. That first episode was really, really good. Colin Farrell is just unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Like he like talks and he like looks right at the camera, and I'm like, I can kind of see it, and I can kind of hear it, but
Oh,
no,
I wouldn't know how to.
they took that pretty man and made him gross.
I like how like his career trajectory really kind of took a hit, and he's managed to kind of come back. I feel better than he'd ever been before.
Yeah,
Like
well,
he
you know,
he-
you stop drinking.
Also that.
He's kind of had the RDJ arc of his career.
Yeah,
Where it's like
a little, not as
not
bad.
as severe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the sex tape is probably the worst thing that happened in that
I
era.
saw that sex tape. He has nothing to be ashamed of.
Nothing to be ashamed of. No, yeah.
Nothing. Man is a god.
Good for him.
Beautiful
Good
Irish god.
Good for you, you son of a bitch.
He's got to have it all.
Yeah, he was like, oh, look at you, length and girth. Fuck off.
But like he like hooks up with Danny Boyle, like makes some fucking weird movies and shit. Like comes back a better actor. Like I really like that he goes from
Mhm.
like all kind of a little too much in your face all the time. Like he was in like every movie for a little while.
I mean, that's kind of
It's how it often goes, but not
Yeah.
everyone kind of gets a good second bite of the apple.
I mean, look how many projects Chris Pratt was in there for like that 4 year span, and everyone was like,
Sure.
"You need to stop."
And it remains to be seen
right,
if he'll
right now it's
come
Glenn
back.
Powell.
Yeah, now it's Glenn Powell. Oh, I
Yeah,
watched
but-
that.
You watch Twisters?
No,
Oh,
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 Hitman. I watched Hitman.
that was
How-
also
how
on
is
my list.
that?
I still have to watch that. How is it?
I've heard
Cheesy?
nothing good.
Good? Great?
I would really like to have conversations with people about that movie.
all right. And then watch this movie.
Yeah.
I think Shane said he watched 20 minutes. Was like, I never went back, and I'm okay with not knowing how that story ends. Just like, damn.
There's the movie, and then there is the last 10 minutes of the movie. And these two things do not line up.
Is it rushed? Like, did they go somewhere and then it was like, you know what? Let's just finish this up, and then stuff happens, and it's like, that's a
I
wrap.
don't know if I don't think it's rushed. I don't know if maybe they went back and refilmed an ending. It's pretty like smooth, but the ending is unexpected and not really what they're leading up to.
Wait, unexpected, like, sorry to bother you, unexpected.
No,
Or-
no, 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 no,
that
no, no.
reference.
I was not ready for that. Holy shit.
What?
Have you never seen Sorry to Bother You?
the Lakeith
I not
Stanfield movie.
I don't. What's this movie?
Oh, no, I
Sorry
have.
to bother
Sorry.
you, where it's like,
No, I have
it has
the
a-
call center.
yeah,
Yes.
it's a call center.
Yeah.
Bunch of black
Oh, yeah,
people
I
who put on
remember
the
that
white
movie.
voices,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
the end
Okay.
of that movie.
Oh, yeah. I saw a trailer the other day for a movie.
I want to watch the one with
Maybe-
the guy from it's like an AI thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? I just know like the cover is like this blonde chick and she has like white eyes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're speaking of.
It, like
Um,
all the ads are all over Instagram. I bet you if I know that you're gonna see it sometime on like YouTube or whatever. It's just gonna be a trailer. It has the guy, the main guy from what's the movie with I'm blanking so hard. He's a guy that doesn't have powers.
Batman.
Um
Not wrong.
what is it? They're heroes gone bad?
The
Oh, The Boys?
Yes.
Oh,
Who's the guy?
The
guy with no powers.
Huey.
Huey.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
The movie's with
Jack-
Huey,
J-
and he
Jack-
has like
Jack Quaid. Yeah.
he has like an AI
Oh,
chick or
companion.
something. Companion.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanna
It
watch
looks fucked
that.
up. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
I
does.
want to watch that.
We watched a trailer for a movie that I honestly I don't know if it was here or if maybe I saw it on my own. I don't even know if it was an older movie and we watched a trailer. I'm very confused by the memory now. But the movie's about this like straight white guy who can't get a job as a radio DJ, so he pretends to be a black woman and he becomes successful.
So that is a right wing woke movie.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Oh,
dude is he's a right winger. He's like, oh yeah, because of affirmative action, all these
Sure.
DEI
Yeah.
hires. So I'm gonna pretend to be a black woman, put on a black scent, and then he gets
Yeah.
hired, and all these things happen.
Is that a new movie or an older movie?
It's an older movie, I believe.
Okay, so
I think
then it
might have
just
came out like maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay, so it just came across my radar somehow. Okay,
Mhm.
I was watching the trailer and I was don't shut the fuck up. It's like, God, man. So I was just, you know how much anti-Nazi shit I post. Like, like the least.
I didn't
problematic
say
Yeah.
anything.
It's like, but the trailer was so like I was watching like
I think I saw this trailer
Really?
too because it's
I
not
was
For
good.
which?
no, I was like really this is where we're at.
Wait, for what?
All right.
Let me see if I can find this trailer.
Whatever this movie where this white guy pretends to be a black woman and it like it's just the most
Oh.
stereotypical like darling sugar. You're just like stop
Oh no.
stop, like come on now.
Ooh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Oh, companion. I just realized is the chick from Heretic. The one that looks like
That's
not
what it
Anya
is.
Taylor-Joy.
Loquisha.
That was it. Yes.
Loquisha
And
from
last
2019.
night I kept telling Scott, I was like, she's from something, and we kept looking at her IMDb, and he's like, no, it's not from anything we've seen. It's because we haven't seen it yet. Yes. Yes. And he also said she looked like Anna Taylor-Joy the entire time as
did.
well.
She looks like not Anya
She looks like
Taylor-Joy.
not Almond Taylor-Joy.
That's what
Yeah.
he kept saying too.
It's Anya Mounds.
Anya Mounds.
No, we're done. We're going out
Tanya
on that.
Mounds.
Nope.
Anya Mounds.
I got dinner to eat. We're done. That's it's like, nope. Going out on that one. Yep.
All right, Leland, take us out then.
Yep. If you've enjoyed any of this nonsense, we're the League of Ridiculous Conversations. You can follow us on all the good social media platforms. I'm not going to list them all right now because I truly do not remember.
Find
But
us on Blue Sky.
that one.
That has no
And-
controversies yet.
Yet, yes. You can email us if you want, right? Is that the thing you
Sure.
say, Anthony?
Yeah, no, we have an email. What is it?
Our LORC podcast at gmail.com.
Sure is, bud.
Cool. We have a Discord. You can join us there where you can see memes and not safe for work memes and all kinds of gaming nonsense and movie bullshit.
And some photos of a really trashed apartment.
Yeah, and Anthony will
Ooh.
post
Yeah.
photos of trashed apartments. Is that pretty much all you say half the time? Yeah.
Well, there's
Yes.
Also the YouTube every
Ah,
week.
yeah,
The
yeah,
the
yeah.
previous week's episode here on Twitch turns into a YouTube video in case you missed any of this. You want to catch up on the backlog or just what you missed on the last episode.
Jordan.
What?
Well, no, we in alphabetical order. I mean,
Well, Anthony would go first then.
Alphabetical order. Anthony. I'm so used to him going last. I just think yes.
You can find me on the internet. I am on the places that we're not mentioning, and also on Blue Sky. I'm all over at Spooky the 13th.
And you can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan Zaber. I mostly post things on just Blue Sky. Leland.
You can find me at Instagram at Leland Pierce Art. I'm tired of Bond girls.
But you're
get
almost
it.
there. You're
You
almost
hate
done.
women.
I am. I'm done. No, they're done. I finished the
Oh,
last
okay.
one today. I'm done. It's like-
Oh, okay.
I was
yeah.
like, nah,
There
no
you
more
go.
Bond girls. A lot of them were just the same. Like,
But tell me why I knew instantly when I saw Vesper. I was like, that's Vesper. Like,
I don't know. I mean, because she's pretty.
what
They're all
happened to
pretty.
Ava Green?
Except Grace.
Oh, she's still working. She good.
Yeah, but like, I haven't seen her in
I don't
anything
know the
recently. I
names.
mean,
Well, I mean, Tim Burton moved on. It's like, he found
She's sort
another.
of a weirdo too.
He got another gothic muse. He was like, oh, I'll move on to Monica
Bellucci.
Bellucci. I always want to say Botticelli.
Oh,
Buccicelli.
I want to make her like such more Italian than she already is. So,
Monica Bugatti.
yes, Monica Bubba
Monica Cacio de Pepe.
Yes, Steph.
you can find me online. That's Stephanoids. That's
God,
STPHUHNOIDS.
no.
I post shit.
Update your references.
Where my
with
mind
your-
went?
With Monica? Where?
Lewinsky.
Well, she's
That's
also
what
wearing.
Scott just said.
she-
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's
there's
also
only
wearing a
so many
Tupac shirt,
Monicas.
so-
Because usually people with Monica's like, oh, Monica from Friends. And I was like, I don't watch Friends. So,
Stephanie, you
Monica?
need a little more Monica in your life.
You know, the one time I referenced the name Monica.
Fucking got him.
Wow,
what's
yeah,
the
you
other
really-
what's the
you
other
really got
line?
him.
Shut the
Fucking
fuck
wrecked
up.
him.
A little bit of Lakeisha is what I need.
Down.
Like
That's not a line.
the
Is
only
that
time
not the line in the song?
the only time I think of the name Monica, it's from a cold open of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and
Oh,
I'm
Monica
here
and
for
Friends.
this.
who's
I'm here for all this.
Who's Jake's Weasley friend? You know, the smaller guy has a Nordic son.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Joe Trilio's character.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck, what was his name?
Oh,
Well,
I
anyway,
don't remember.
that
Anyway,
guy, like something happens. He has like a doll or something. He's like, oh, I'm whatever. And something happens. He goes, no, Monica. And I just that plays in my head for no reason, and it's really funny to
I
me.
don't know.
I'll find
I-
the clip.
like Raymond Holtz is one of the greatest television characters in existence,
Yep.
hands down. And
Yep.
the
Boyle, thank
Boy,
you.
that was it. Thank you. But
Thank
the
you.
fucking that killed me when they were like, "But you don't seem gay." He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yas, queen. Better." And I was like,
Oh my god.
give that man every fucking Emmy for the remainder of his career for that line alone.
It is unexpected how often in my Wednesday night D&D game where we play Curse of Strahd, how often we use the Holt gif where he just yells boner in his doorway.
God,
Jesus.
rest in peace, Andre Braugher.
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
Such a fucking
man.
loss.
I like when he's like, I must go undercover and I must watch all the seasons of Sex and the City so my character is appropriately informed. You're like, do you? And he's just like, I'm such a Miranda. It's like, what? Anytime his dog Cheddar made an appearance was a good time.
Love Cheddar.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that show's great. Underrated.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You were all fantastic. We love you very much.
Does this do
We will.
anything? Oh.
What?
Marty!
That's
Oh,
new.
shit!
I
Party.
never thought about doing the horns.
What about one horn?
No.
Okay.
No, it has to
All
be
right,
two.
It's a 2-horn command.
2-horn system.
Was
Fuck
awesome.
yes!
Whoa. That's cool.
Oh shit!
I don't like the shadow that's behind you when that happens.
No,
Yeah, it looks like
I saw
some
that too.
Very-
Nope, unacceptable. It's like,
Yeah, that's good.
You're all fantastic human beings. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here at Twitch TV/LORC Podcast. Until then, thank you so much. We will see you later. Bye.
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 Bye.